Hey guys, this is the Diesel, just walking you through my next Pokemon Platinum video. This is against XENON3120. This is our rematch because the first match we got DC'd. So we both use UUBL teams. He leads off with an Arcanine and I lead off with an Arcanine, and we both get the Intimidate. I switch out and I go into my Cerberus as he goes for the Toxic and he misses. So I go for the sub, thinking that he might go for the Toxic again, which he does, and yeah, so he switches out, and on the switch I just go for the Calm Mind, and the Quagsire, oh no, I go for Calm Mind again, as the Quagsire goes for Waterfall. And I'll just take this time right now to tell you that we both get hacks this battle. Xenon with Confusion hacks, big time, and I get Missing hacks, big time, even if Missing hacks is, if that even exists. But yeah, so I go for the Hidden Power. I decided to go offensive because I figured it's going to be a 2-hit KO from this Earthquake, which I judge accurately because that does more than half. So I just go for another Hidden Power after we both get Leftovers Recovery. And the Hidden Power brings it down into low yellow health as it goes to the Earthquake. So my Entei's dead now, but the Quagsire is severely weakened. So I switch in the Buggy Bug, and Buggy Bug goes for Stone Edge. Even though I know it's resistant, I was hoping for the crit, or maybe the switch in the Crobat. So here's his Arcanine, and it gets the Intimidate off on me, so I know I have to switch here. As he switches into his Super Omega, his new Aggron, and I switch into Denzel, but I know he's going to be a Rock Polisher, so I get the Intimidate off on him just so his Head Smash won't do a lot as he goes to the Rock Polish. So I switch out and I go into Vincent, my Regigigas, as he goes to the Head Smash, and my Regigigas is defensive bulky. So he goes into Shaman predicting T-Wave, but I go for the Confuse Ray. And this is where Xenon's 9 times out of 10 confusion rate kicks in, because it gets 1 confusion. And I go for knock off those leftovers. And yeah, he snaps out of the confusion, goes to Leech Seed, so that's good for him first turn. As I go for the T-Wave, just to paralyze it. I know he's got Natural Cure, but I'm not really bothered by that right now. I was maybe predicting a switch or something. But I stay in and go for Confuse Ray because I don't need this thing seeding my whole team. Maybe he's predicting a switch here, I don't know, because he got confused. So the seeds are sapping my health, and I know I gotta switch out because it's not good. So I switch into Arcanine, and he gets Confusion again, which is cool. He switches out into his Arcanine. And right here, I go for a Fire Blast. I didn't want to really over-predict because I probably should have predicted the switch because Shaman would never stay in an Arcanine. But, and then he goes for the Toxic, and he hits me. So I'm like, oh, sweet, I'm going to go for the Toxic, and I miss! Sweet! But, yeah, so I figure he's going to switch now. He's trying to absorb Toxic, so I just go for the Fire Blast, and I miss! Woo! So awesome, I could have had that thing Toxic, and I could have had some damage on that Crobat. So I go for the Fire Blast, and thank God I missed with Super Fang. But Fire Blast does about half, but with Leftovers Recovery it's not going to be a 2-hit KO. So he goes to the Roost, and I go for Will-O-Wisp and miss. So that's 3 misses now with this Arcanine out of 4 turns, so that's cool. So I switch out. The Toxic's getting pretty bad, and he taunts me, and he goes to the Toxic, and I predicted him to switch, so I went for the Earthquake, and it didn't really work. But then I predicted him to switch again. He didn't think I'd do that, and he went into his Aggron, and I Earthquake, and I was like, hell yeah, that thing's so dead. He PM'd me after the battle and was like, wow, I didn't expect you to go for Earthquake twice in a row. And I was like, wow, thanks. But yeah, so The poison is slowly draining my health. The Crobat comes back out and he goes to Super Fang. And he expected me to be like a, I don't know. But I go for Rock Polish. And you don't really see many Rock Polishing Armaldos, which is fun. Because I always like to do different stuff. And I had the Lychee Berry on him, which is awesome. And I go for Storage and Miss! Woo! And Super Fang brings me down. Toxic brings me down. And awesome! So I go in the Lockjaw. And here he goes to the taunt and predicts me very well because I did go for the Will-O-Wisp. I believe I switch. Yeah, I switch out and I go into Denzel and he goes to the Super Fang. And now I really should have agility'd. I thought he would taunt though, but he went for Toxic. So whatever. So I figure he's pretty much dead to me now, so I'm just gonna keep biting. And I got my Lychee Berry, which is cool, so my attack goes up. Doesn't really do that much still though. That Crobat is very bulky. So he withdraws and goes into his Arcanine just to get the Intimidate to lower my attack. And I just go for Flail because I feel like it. And it does still impressive damage for the Intimidate on, but the Toxic takes me down, and I bring in my Regigigas, and I switch out, knowing that he's gonna go for the Toxic, just to get some leftovers recovery on my Arcanine, but he's getting leftovers recovery as well, so it's like a win-win for both of us. I predicted him to switch, so I go for the Fire Blast, because I know if I went for the Toxic, his Crobat would absorb it. So, I went for the Fire Blast, and I was just hoping for the crit so many times, it just never came, though. It really stinks. If that crit came, I might have been able to do something else, but whatever. He goes for the Roost, and I believe I just go for the Fire Blast again. Yeah, I just go for the Fire Blast again. I don't really want to over-predict or anything like that. So he's just gonna try and stall me out here, and I know that. So, I get hurt by the Toxic again, and he figures I'm gonna switch, so he just goes to the Roost. And I go for Will-O-Wisp. And, yeah. So now, he's statused, and he can't, I mean, he can still stall it out, but, whatever. So I switch out and I go into Vincent, and he goes to the Roost again just to get his health back. So right now he taunts me, and I switch out though. Yeah, I switch out and I go back in the Lockjaw because I really want to see if I can get like a Morning Sun or something off, but he taunts me and it really sucks. So pretty much I know this Arcanine's dead now, so I just hoping for that crit. So I go for the, he goes for the Super Fang, and takes down half my health. I go for Fire Blast, and I'm just hoping for that crit, and it just never comes. So, he gets hurt by his burn a little bit, I get leftovers, and then get hurt by my Toxic a little bit, and now he goes to the Roost, gets his health back, and pretty much I know Arcanine's dead. So I go for the Fire Blast, and Fire Blast does not get a crit, and he survives at like half health, and yeah, just kind of stinks, but whatever. If I had saved this Arcanine, if he didn't get Toxic, he could have done a lot more in the battle. But whatever. So I go to Slash It, named after Xenon's Zigzagoon, not Zigzagoon, Zangoose, and he goes to the Toxic, and I guess he forgot I had immunity, which I thought he might. Which I was hoping he might, so I go for the Swords Dance. He predicted me to go Swords Dance again, but I just went straight for the Fire Punch this time. So I figure he's gonna bring in the Arcanine to get the Intimidate off on me. And yeah, so I switch out and I go into Vincent, and he goes to the Will-O-Wisp and misses.